Hey, what's up guys? This is iSithKills, and today we got a full guide and tutorial on how to skip the wall code and 6 vases step in the bar on Citadelle Des Morts. This will be very helpful if you're doing the main quest Easter egg, as this step is the one that takes the most amount of time to enter these 6 codes from the bar and then opening the secret access point to the book. Before we get started, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, it shows about 98% of people who view my videos are not currently subscribed, and you really help out by hitting that like and subscribe button. First, you must get used to the 4 symbols for this step. The first symbol, as you can see on your screen, is number 1, and that one has like a little bit of a blood kind of stain at the bottom right of the eye. This is going to be the clear eye. That eyeball that you saw on that first page in the first slot location is this one. Don't get confused about the little blood stain on the page. That picture or that symbol of the eye correlates to this trap, an eyeball with no lashes. The next symbol that you have to get familiar with is the one that's in slot 2. This one I call eye with swords and spikes. It's the only one that has spikes other than the 2 traps that are dead traps that have the red ring around the circle. But this one is going to correlate to the one that has no red ring around the circle. The red rings are obvious for the traps that are inactive. These traps, you're going to have 2 out of 6 of the traps that's in the map that are going to have the red rings around the circles, which means these traps are not going to be used on your Easter egg run. As you can see on screen, this one is the swords and spikes with no circle around the rings. This one in my game was the second one in the rotation, but I just wanted you to be familiar with how the sword with spikes looks without the rings. Third eyeball symbol that you must be familiar with is the eyeball with just swords, which is in this game that I had in this example is the 3rd slot. And this is how the eyeball looks with no spikes, just swords. So this is eyeball with just swords. And the last eyeball symbol that you must be familiar with is the one that's in the 4th slot, which is the eyeball with eyelashes. And this is how the eyeball with eyelashes will look when you find its location around the map, just for your reference. The symbols are always going to be the same in your game. The only difference is what order you have to light the traps in. So to bypass this entirely, we're going to make our way into the stamina up room and I'm going to show you what order to look at each page so you know which order to light each trap. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to start with 1 being the first one you light, then 2, 3, and then 4. For the first trap page location, make your way by stamina up, and it's always going to be in this general area. Look on this wall here, look on that wall, which in my game is right there. Look on this wall right there. It's going to be in this area, and then another possible spawn point is this box right here. You're not going to want to pick up the page, however. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to note which eyeball trap this is. And like I said, this is the first trap you're going to pull. So in this case, and if your page is in this location, my page right now is the eyeball with swords and spikes. So take note of this and jot this down. For the second page location or second trap page location, it could be on this bunk bed. It could be on the desk. In my game, it was on this little chair here. It could also be in this bed, but it's always going to be in that general section. So look for it, make a note of which eyeball it is. And in my game, this one is the eyeball with eyelashes. For the third trap page location, it could be on that TV. It could be on this couch right here, or like it is in my game, it could be by the other TV, which is right here. Take note of it. Like I said, in my game, this one is the eyeball with swords. Now for the 4th page location, you don't really need to know because you only really need the first 3 because the 4th one is always going to be the one by stamina up. That's always going to be the 4th trap that you do, always the last one. So you can just, know this location just in case, but the spawn point is either along this wall here or could be along this wall here. But like I said, you don't really need to know this symbol. You only need to know the first three, because the fourth one is always going to be, like I said, at stamina. And this one is the regular clear eyeball. So now that we have our trap symbols, all we need to know now is where the trap locations are. There are 6 trap locations located around the map. The first trap location is right by Deadshot. If you make your way from spawn and come up here, the first trap location is right here. Next trap location is right in front of the castle, right here in the middle. Next trap location is right by Speed Cola. If you make your way down here, it's located right here. Next trap location is right by Stamina Up, and this is always going to be your last trap, so no matter what, this is always going to be your last one, your fourth one, but this is the next trap location. The next trap location is right next to Pack-a-Punch, located right here. Next trap location is right up front of Quick Revive, located right here. Now that we know our trap locations, go ahead and start with your first eyeball and go ahead and fill it up with souls. This will only take about 8 to 10 kills, and you can go ahead and go on to your second symbol. Once you're at the second location, same thing, it's just going to take a little bit of kills and it will go away. Repeat this for the third, and like I said, for the last one, it's going to be at Stamina Up, so we'll go ahead and complete that after this one. Make your way to Stamina Up and go ahead and fill it up. Once you're done, you should hear this quotation, which signifies that you successfully skipped the bar, vases, and wall code step. Now that all traps are done, go ahead and make your way by Stamina Up, and you'll notice the wall, which will give you the order to place your swords in, and you can continue the Easter egg normally. I hope this guide really helps you out, and if it did, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As I said in the start of the video, it shows, well, I guess now 99% of people are not subscribed with these my videos. So if you don't mind, if you can find it in your heart to hit that like and subscribe button, it would mean a lot to me. And guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video.